Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. I'm obviously a hot mess because it's morning for me. I actually just woke up. This is my sleep-in t-shirt. I'm still a hot mess. So, I am bringing you a energetic update. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome aboard the Crazy Train. I'm going to bring you an energy update for the day. Get you started off. Now, as we all know, I am an energetic healer as well as an intuitive empath. I am a life coach, conscious awareness coach, and I bring you self-love, okay? And I do it with energetic awareness, okay? All right, good talk. Good talk. I'm burning Palo Santo. Today is about passion. I feel a lot of passion. Who else is feeling kind of passionate today? Like, fired up almost. And this is like internally. We don't even really know why kind of thing. Anybody else feeling this? Because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's start off with the masculine energies. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard the Crazy Train. We are just getting started. Starting off with the energetic reading. Now, your masculine energy is the energy of logic and reasoning. It's the energy of action, right? You have your feminine energy, and that's creative expression, right? Intuition. And these work together for a wholeness, and they are polar opposites, right? So it's coming into balance with both the mind and the body, the heart and the logic, right? Absolutely. These are masculine and feminine energies in all of us. Now, yep, thank you, Spirit. Now I'm pulling for the clearest and highest good for a collective, okay? Take what resonates, toss what doesn't. Masculine energies, please. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Talk about passion. Oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. Well, alrighty then, Spirit. Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, so we are moving beyond these patterns that I've been talking about for days, right? Like 2 days now, the 2 previous days to now, which doesn't exist any longer, but either way, we've been building up to this. We've been building up to this. We have been building up to this. Moving beyond ancestral patterns. These are your patterns inside yourself. When you call them ancestral patterns, these are patterns that you've picked up through childhood. These are like family traditional patterns. Like these are coping mechanisms. These are patterns and behaviors inside of yourself, right? That have been, for better or for worse, and picked up by others, right? Yeah, influenced. Right. Well, how do you do that? How did you do that? How do you do that? Masculine energies took action in unleashing the wild within, untaming themselves to society expectations, untaming themselves to the obligations that have been placed upon them by others and by traditions, right? This is how you do that. Get rid of the shame. Get off the shame boat. Start swimming. It's a lot better in the water anyway. Unleash the wild within yourself, moving beyond ancestral patterns. Look at this, tapping into your inner feminine energy. This is your self-expression. The wild within you is your self-expression, right? Fuck yeah, it is. Look at this. Fucking Amon. Fucking Amon. Do you see this? Oh! Fucking release it! Yes! Boom chow! Mos Def! I'm excited right now. I'm feeling a little excited. I told you this was passionate. I told you. This is not, setting fire to those traditions. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. Alright, so now we're going to move into the feminine energy. Now this energy has been very pure for days, right? It was abundant and it was purity, which was all about minimal, not taking baggage. It was about truth. It was about facts. It's been about growth. It's been about achievement and creative expression, right? The blueprint. Yeah. Definitely. Divine feminines. Thank you. So this is the feminine energy. your feminine energy working with your masculine energy to move beyond the ancestral patterns and to unleash the wild within yourself, your intuition, your drive, your instinct, your creative self-expression. Let's do it. Holy fuck my socks. Just fuck my socks right now. Yes, masculine energy. Look at this. I can't make this up. Look at that. So the feminine is taking it. That means your body mind is together, right? Like, whoo, y'all feel that? Like an immediate chord kind of thing. I just felt that. I don't know if y'all felt that, but I felt that. Taking lead from the intuition, taking lead from instinct, taking lead from the inner knowing, taking lead from the wild side. Did I say taking lead from the wild side? Yes. Yes, I did. Why? Well, because the wild is untamed. And the wild isn't bound by any sign that says do not trespass. It's not bound by society expectations and obligations and family traditions. The wild is not. It's free. It's compassionate. It's raw. It's real. It's understanding. And he's looking like this. There's a memory here. Whoa. Something's been triggered here. Woo is right. Ric Flair that shit. Woo! Divine Feminines, thank you. Whoa. Are we really going to spit all that out? They are. Oh no, yes we did. I got to get more for the masculines then. We can't be unbalanced here. That means I got to pull more cards for them. Holy cow. All right, ladies and gents, are you ready? Are you ready for this? This is an experience of a lifetime. There has been a realization after patience. There is acceptance, right? A realization. Patience in this realization. There's patience here from your intuition. There's patience, right, of this knowing. Oh, breathe it out. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Acceptance. Like, wow, is all I'm going to say about that. Wow. In the end of that deck, the bottom, self-love. I think that kind of says as itself. Don't worry, I'm going to go over this, but I'm pulling for the masculines. I need 2 more cards, masculines. Yep, I knew it. Thank you. Did you see how fast that popped out? Look, it's the stag god. It's trusting and thriving with the stag energy here. So listen, this wild within yourself requires you. There's only one requirement. Oh, and it's a big one. Be fearless. Be fearless. Be fearless in this. Look at this. Be fearless. I have chills all over me too, Heather. They're all over my body right now. And the funny thing is, this is like, so you're moving beyond these patterns. You're unleashing the wild within yourself. You're untaming yourself. You're untaming yourself to old patterns. You're untaming yourself to traditions. You're untaming yourself to anything that is not any action or behavior that you do that is not in alignment with what you really want or desire. Right? And that requires you to say no to a lot of people. That requires you to say no to a lot of situations. That requires you to be fearless and not give a fuck if you're disappointing people, but you're doing it for a good reason. Because if you keep doing the things that you're doing out of feeling guilty saying no, then you're going to keep draining yourself and keep creating a bigger lack, right? And that's where you've stopped. You've literally stopped. You're like, fuck it, I'm a wolf. Oh, let it out. Yes, no, we're not doing your stuff today, okay? Like, Be fearless and stand strong. You have the ability to enjoy your success and your happiness. Your success and your happiness are going line hand in hand. Why? Because your behaviors and your actions are now in alignment with your wants and your desires. And what happens when you have that? You have passion. Passion! Did I say that in the beginning of this reading? I think I did. Wow. Do you see this? The light and the darkness. The light that comes in the darkness. When you trust in your intuition, you trust in that instinct. When the masculine and the feminine energy come together, and that instinct in opposition of the visuals of what it appears to look like, right? You can feel, this is like, your intuition is on point, okay? And your pattern tells you not to listen to it. Your actions are like not following it, right? And this is where you come in and you're like, you see it. And that's where you unveil everything about yourself. And you're like, I'm not living like this any fucking more. Today, Gina, today is my motherfucking day. Today and every day from here on out that I get to live in this life. For real. This is where you take lead from your inner knowing, your own true self-expression. You are literally taking the lead. You're accepting yourself. You're accepting yourself with patience. You're accepting yourself. And because you've had patience in this acceptance of everything, you're having realizations. This is not a game. And I know I look a hot mess, y'all. Don't even play. Because sometimes it's better to look a hot mess. Sometimes it's better to have your shit together than this together, right? I'd rather be mentally and emotionally together right now. I'm not balanced. I'm physically not together. But it will be in just a minute. When y'all aren't looking, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. When y'all aren't looking, that's part of the reading. I felt that. When you aren't looking, it's going to happen. When you are not looking, this is going to happen. It's like, it's going to be like a, well, how do I describe that? Give me a minute and I will. I promise. Elder. I'm going to go with the elder first. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns that you are experiencing. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also the understanding of what spiritual life should be. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is the embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power in yourself. When he appears, it's the acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, if you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it is important to know that you are here to create your own story, your own journey. This card represents a personal healing that will be healing to you and your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and sorry for any setbacks they created for you. Now, we're going to unleash the wild within ourselves to get past these. You better believe it. We're going right to the she-wolf. She's happening. She-wolf. Oh, yeah. Let the wild up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. Unleash your desires. When you unleash them, your behaviors will follow them. You burn off this shit. It's like setting a new routine. 90-day rehabilitation, self-rehabilitation program. If you can diet and exercise, you can become more self-attuned. Promise you that. Spirit, calm down. Unleash the wild within yourself. The she-wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who is half woman and half wolf. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in any case, the pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you not to be trapped by the limiting factors of the weaker members of the pack. The limiting factors of the weaker members of the pack. What? And those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts that they don't understand. They're trying to bring you down because you have something they don't understand. She represents the energy of the wilderness and the unknown and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond the boundaries and step into the unknown. Release the animal energy and within and track down what you need to do to express your true self. Express your true self, not the expectations to others, but your true fucking self, right? Yes, amen. Hallelujah, sweet baby Jesus. Church, hell yes, yes, yes. Boom, chow. High five, most deaf. All right, air five, all of you. Right? Why? Warrior. Let's go to the warrior here. I'm doing it. If y'all don't like it, you have an exit button. You know where it's at. Do not back down. Make your own opinions heard. Don't settle for the second best in life. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to be where they want to be and have what they want to have in this life. In this deck, the warrior embodies a fierce primal love, the warrior within, the energy that you can call upon to protect yourself. Primal love. The wild, right? Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact the acts of fierce love. And although the warrior is the card is surrounded by darkness, he is the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine more brightly when facing darkness head on. When these cards came out together, has the ability to shine more brightly when facing darkness head on. Listen, when you face the patterns in yourself head on, fucking dive in. No floaty devices. Get deep. I don't want you floating on the surface. I want you deep in your own shit right now. Get your brave face on. Huh. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever's going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, a boundary that you need to cross. Perhaps a massive breakthrough that is really going to help you move forward. And if you have a situation on your hands where if you have to face someone or something that has been unsettling to you, a situation, know that you are being guided and called upon to call your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened because you have the energy to be who you are and protect yourself at all times, to be wild within. And when you stand in your truth and you express yourself wholeheartedly and you're fearless in true self-expression, you bring success and growth. You bring abundance. Why? Because you're accepting not just a part of yourself, not just the part of yourself that everybody enjoys, right? You're accepting all of yourself. No shame, no game, no guilt, no resentments, no fuckery, duckery, dick, circle jerking that you've been doing for your whole life. This is literally facing everything. You guys might be physically stronger, but let me tell you something, masculine energies. You need to be spiritually stronger because your physical strength is not going to do shit for you on the other side. It's going to continue to keep this karma circle. If you do not do your lessons and your life's work, which is your desires, your internal passion, your internal self-expression, if you do not do this, you're going to be doing it again and again and again. These patterns will come back to you in a circle fashion. They will come back in a circle until you close the door and write a new story. That writing of that new story is simultaneously changing the past, the present, and the future at the same time. The law of physics. Quantum physics, really. Patience. Patience, my darlings. Patience. Open right to it. The lunar god. Here we have the sun and the moon, right? Yeah. Your divine feminine energy. It is time for the divine feminine, the intuition, and the creative self-expression to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more about yourself. Try a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and your vitality. What? Uh-huh. Yep, she said it. Accept the current situation is the first step to changing. The past does not exist, the future hasn't happened, and there is only right now. Because as you change right now, you are simultaneously changing the past and the future. Jesus. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Patience. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience. This is your new skill, patience. Avoid the lure of instant gratification. The new skill is avoiding the lure of instant gratification. Taking the time on yourself, right? Not beating yourself up because you make mistakes, right? But accepting your mistakes. This is something that's... Wow, guys, passionate. I'm feeling like I'm burning this shit off with passion. Desire's coming out. This is not a game. Like this, there's a realization here. I'm getting hot. This is how much fire's coming out right now. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience and avoid the lure of instant gratification. You must slow down. Take your time. Things are happening. You just can't see it yet. Be loving and patient with your body. Didn't I say you can't see it with your eyes? Somewhere along in here, I think I said that. It's a feeling. Realization. Number 3. With self-awareness comes a realization. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of your role within the situation is important. Your role, your patterns, your behaviors. This is the realization in your own role, in your own patterns, in your own behaviors that allows you to accept things with patience, right? That allows you to take the lead in your own life. That allows you to be the sun. That allows you to unleash the wild within yourself. That allows you to see the truth of what's real and what isn't real, right? With acceptance. Because if you're filled with the fear and the traditions and the patterns, then you're not going to accept the things that are in alignment with your desires, because your patterns and your behaviors are in alignment with the old ways of telling you that you're not good enough, you don't deserve it, or this is bad, right? This isn't what I want for you, kind of thing. Holy shit, folks. Y'all are getting passionate. Wow. The knowing. Breathe that shit in. That's transformation. That's beautiful. That's glorious. And this is trusting and thriving through loving yourself. These are the underlying energies. Trusting and thriving through loving yourself. When you learn to love not just the part of yourself that's accepted by everybody, but the part of yourself, and give yourself the support you need, the part of yourself that is shamed that you put away to please others, the part of yourself that says yes because you feel guilty saying no. How about you say no and give you that part of yourself a holy hell yes high five, right? Because there's a choice here. There's always only 2 emotions, 2 major category of emotions, love and fear, that promote all other emotions, right? Feelings. There's 2 major feelings that promote all other emotions, right? The feeling of love and the feeling of fear. This is a choice. And what happens when we've been stuck in things that have been disappointing, or mistakes, or lessons and experiences, right, that haven't been favorable for our minds, but big for our hearts, right? What happens is we it's like you want to seek this instant gratification and feel comfortable, right? And the thing is, you have a choice to stay in this comfort of the fear that you've been living in the patterns and the traditions and the behaviors, or you can choose to say, fuck it all, and choose to be in the pattern of love and accept and receive, and just choose to not have the limitations anymore. Choose to move beyond the boundaries. Choose to move beyond the darkness that's been placed around you by other people's influence, right? in old experiences. This is where the wisdom comes in. This is where you now can apply your wisdom. This is what you've been doing for the last couple days. This is what we've been working on for the last couple days. And that comes through a realization of self-love, what self-love really is. And in that, you can protect yourself, because that's what the antlers are for, right? It's for the protection of your mind and your body, your mind, body, the two coming together. It's the self-expression, right? Trust and thrive in your own personal self-expression. Fuck it all. Be yourself. Exactly. Man, I said something like that to my friend, and, he's like, but I have a kid, and I'm like, whoa, where are you taking this self-love? Okay? Because this isn't about feeding your ego. This is about feeding a whole part of yourself. Self-love is giving yourself the support and encouragement you need where you feel the lack, where you feel the shame, where you have felt the shame your whole life. This is self-expression. This is literally being okay to be who you are and not feeling like you're letting anybody down by being who you are. You actually bring people up. The people that matter to you and the people that are meant to be in your life are the people you're naturally going to bring. You're going to light up a part of the globe, man, by being who you are. It's the law. It's the law of cause and effect. You want to change the matter, change this. We're all matter. We're all atoms, right? You want to change this. You change the environment. You change the field. Well, how do you change the field? By altering the frequency. Well, how do you do that? Well, you either do it through electro, right, or a magnet field, right? You've got to change your how you feel about something. They're two feelings. You have love and you have fear. You have to change how you feel about it. That's going to alter all of the experiences, past, present, and future. There's two major feelings, many emotions. And the feelings trigger the emotions. Your two wolves, love and fear, lack and abundance. However you want to say it. Wow. And passion will lead the way. I set fire to the rain. And we have the fox peeking right here. Action and the fox coming out of the den. Interesting. Let's do the union energy with the spirit animals. Union energy, please. This is the marriage between the thought and the feeling. The union between the feeling and the thought. I set fire to the rain. The phoenix. Burning off the old patterns. Rebirthing yourself. This is a self-inflicted burn off. Bravo. That's passion. I'm dizzy. I'm so dizzy. I'm going to have to read this to you guys. They're telling me that. That's your third eye, folks. So from our base to our third eye. Didn't I say I felt an alignment in my chakra system at the beginning of this video? Like I literally was like this. I felt it go like. I'll tell you why. Because we also have the bat energy, which is the coming together of the light and the dark. This is where you feel something. This is a feeling, right? Because bats don't hunt with their eyes. They hunt with their senses, and they do it in the dark. Right? Where they transmit energy, like it's a sensory thing. They feel the field. This is the adjustment of the field, the environment, right? The hunting of the fears. Whoa. Whoa. Sweet baby Jesus, I was not ready. Spirit says, when you come at me, you better come correct or don't come at all. You ain't ready. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the teacher is ready, a student appears. We are all teachers and students. Freedom from suffering. Didn't I say this? When you start writing your future, when you start writing a new story, you are simultaneously rewriting your past, present, and future. I said that, right? I did. I know I said that. Freedom from suffering of your past karma, reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning off of impurities through the practice of dedication. The essence of the phoenix is within us, and when we realize that we have been suffering for far too long and something must change, we take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious patterns and behaviors, the unconscious mind, and its long list of fears and aversions to our dreams and desires. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and the dead weight fall into the ashes of the lightness and clarity with our behaviors, clarity, which is your behaviors being in alignment with your desires and your passions, right? Clarity emerges. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize our one true self. We may catch the glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign that the fire of transformation is upon your own wings. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside at the first chakra, the earthen center, the base, or our root chakra. The ascent of the phoenix begins here. This is where that alignment, I kept feeling that I keep trying to have like 4 different conversations. Stop it, Misty. Focus. So that feeling of alignment, this is where it ascends, where you are ascending from your base, your powerhouse, right? Where all this karma, where all this resentment, where all this fear, where all this doubt, where all this previous behaviors, these subconscious behaviors, you're giving behaviors that are not in alignment with your wants because you're blocked, right? And then this spark is lit. And now it comes up to your third eye where you start seeing things clearly, right? Feeling things, knowing things, having your imagination, your creative spark, your creative self-expression, right? Listen, this is amazing. As it burns, it'll move towards your navel center and again make its way from the journey from the first to the third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past, right? Freeing us from the past so we can see the future. Because if you can't free yourself, if you can't get out of this fear and doubt, right, these patterns, these behaviors, then you won't see. And it is a choice. And the choice here is to burn. This is what it's saying. The union energy is burning this off. The union energy is burning this off. Like, this is happening. There's 2 spirit cards of 3 here. And I only have 7 in this entire fucking deck of 68 cards. There's 2 of 3 on my table. This is a major transformation, right? And it didn't just go to your third chakra. It didn't just go from your base to your solar. This is going from your base to your third, to your 6th chakra, right? This is not a game. Your third eye. This is where they're talking about engaging your spirituality, right? Yes. Yes. Your own divinity, your own fundamental essence, your own energetic presence, your energetic awareness. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be no way. The very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about the higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, or maybe. Is it male? Is it female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears to wake us up to curiosity about our higher self and the divine. It is the card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows that there's something beyond the day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experience. The mind eye reaches and reaches and reaches out of grasp to something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for your own personal answers. What? Untaming yourself, right? Going beyond the boundaries, breaking the limitations of your mind. This is your sixth chakra. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides in your third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn horn exists and extends from. This center is called the command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, our intuition, and our deepest wisdom. Some say our two eyes see past and present, while the third eye peers into the future. You are simultaneously rewriting the past, the present, and the future. When you change the environment, when you change the field, you change the atom, you change the fundamental essence. You alter everything. This is your wisdom that it's talking about, that you gain in this. Your own wisdom. Yeah, you have knowledge, but now it's time to apply it. And you apply it how it aligns with your desires, your wants, your passion, your purpose, because we all came here for our own purpose, our own reason, our own passion, and it usually has everything to do with the part of ourselves that we shame. Bravo, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy delicious. Are you guys eating this? Because this is like removing all of your suffering. This is taking your passion and like setting fire to the rain. It is. The clouded vision, right? Because you can't see the future. You can't see any of that when you're blocked at your base chakra, when you're blocked in your energetics. And I said all of this before I even pulled these cards. These are great. This is crazy. What? Crazy. I'm pulling some divine feminine energy because we are connecting to our intuition. So I'm actually going to use the divine feminine deck right now for advice. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. High five, most death. We are definitely coming out of the darkness, coming out of the fear, coming out of the doubt. There's two major feelings, right, that lead to all the other emotions. Love and fear. Those are our two major feelings that lead to all other emotions. The mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. What did I say? Wow. When you tap into your passions, your desires, your truth, and you express yourself wholeheartedly, that's where your true abundance comes from. Even, especially your financial abundance. Get you out of the lack mentality. The Princess of Mercy, giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Start giving yourself this, right? Start giving yourself this acknowledgement. Start giving yourself this support, this self-love, so you can give back, right? You can't give from empty cups. No, you cannot. Thelka, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. I call my power back from all times and places, behaviors, and patterns. I am my own. Yeah. It's a choice. And a belief, you know, a belief is a union between your thought and your feeling. What you choose to believe is what you're going to choose to grow. So, I mean, it's a choice. Do you choose to believe love, or do you choose to believe fear and doubt? It's a choice. It's a choice. The goddess of compassion, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Remember, it said, all of your suffering, you have to go through it. You have to face it. It's better if you face your suffering head on. I recognize my suffering. I recognize it. I face it head on in order to release it. Curiosity about my suffering breeds compassion. Curiosity about it rather than shame, blame, assume, guilt, point, right? Curiosity, questioning, the questioning of it. Right? Yes. I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. When you question your suffering and you question it with love, your soul evolves. You get bigger. You grow. You expand. You're abundant, right? Absolutely. When I commit to love and being love and seeing and feeling and approaching all things in life with love and for love, by love, right? Becoming love, the state of being of love, your soul evolves. Because when you're in the state of love, that doesn't mean give in. It doesn't mean say yes when you really feel like saying no. Because remember, real love starts with yourself, and it starts with self-love. So if you're telling people yes out of obligation, you're not self-loving. And you're not really serving them by doing something out of obligation, because your soul is actually internally rejecting it, and you're going to create a subconscious pattern. Promise you that. I am the voice of my body and my soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. I am the voice of my body and my soul. I choose the life I desire to live. And it takes commitment, patience, and acceptance. All right. That's the reading, folks. That's the reading. Yep. That's it. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day and use this passion to burn off the shit that is not working for you. I want you to practice saying yes today, but only if it's a holy hell yes. If it gets you excited, right? If it makes you like fuck yeah, I get to learn something. I get to do something. I get to do it. Or if it's I have to do it, I want you to say no. If it's, I get to do this, I want you to say yes. Okay? That's what Spirit wants. That's what you want. Do it. Practice. Practice makes perfect. It's an everyday thing. Unleash the wild within yourself. Love you guys.